Go to page 108. Are you guys there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Miss Asma, can you read? I'm going to read it for you first. Maps. This type of question often shows you a plan of a city in two time periods, and you have to describe the main changes between the two periods. The most common time periods are between the time in the past and now, and the other one is two times in the past. Try writing an answer for task 1 question below. You will need to write a brief introduction to the maps in your own words, a short overview to describe what has happened to the town in general, 2 paragraphs to describe some of the main changes, and a minimum of 150 words. Now I'm going to give you guys about 5 minutes to have a look at this map, and I want you to write down all the changes which have occurred. This is the type of question which we did last week. I don't find any reason why you should not be able to do it. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Have a look at the map in 2000 and now, and please tell me what changes have actually occurred over here. Can you do it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do it on a
Yes, sir.
separate piece of paper. Please write it down.
Okay, sir.
Mr. Athar,
Sir,
can you please tell me what changes have happened over here?
sir, I am writing down.
Still writing? Okay. Giving you 3 more minutes.
Sir, there's been as the time passes from 2000 to today, all of residence has been built beside the university, and new shopping
Okay,
mall center are.
what has happened?
Sir, hall of residence has been
Okay.
built.
Okay, so you're saying on the western side of the university, there's a hall of residence which has been built.
Yes, sir.
Which has been built, right? It is present
Yes, sir.
perfect tense, has been built. Okay, continue please.
Okay, sir. Moreover, a new shopping center also
Okay,
been built.
Mr. Athar, please stop for a minute, for a second.
Yes.
Very good. Did you all realize that Mr. Athar used the word moreover? So where would he get a better score for using a word like moreover? Coherence and cohesion. Now please continue.
Moreover, shopping center also been built where previously was a bunch of trees.
Okay, so you could say that there were trees on the eastern side of the university. However, now a new center has been built after the demolition of the trees.
After the demolition of the trees.
Very good. Continue.
Okay, sir. There were train station also been replaced by the police station.
Good.
On the western side, and you can furthermore, new train station has been built on the empty side of the castle.
Okay, so a new train station has been built right in front of the university on a space
Right in
on a space which was previously vacant.
Yes, sir.
Good. Continue.
which is joined by the tram line.
Okay, what else?
What else? Airports are being under construction.
Not are. Airport is now under construction.
Airports are now under construction.
Airports नहीं बोलना, एक airport है तो आप कहेंगे airport is
Airport, sorry.
Okay.
Airport has yes, sir. Airport has been construction, and furthermore, old market also been replaced. Also been replaced by new shops.
Also being replaced नहीं होगा. Has also been replaced. Present perfect. Has also been replaced.
Has also been replaced by new shops.
Very good. What else?
Bike rental scheme. Which was previously the city center.
Okay, you could say there was no activity in the city center in 2000. However, now a new bike rental scheme has been introduced, right?
However, now, yes, sir. Alongside, a new covered market has also been built.
Okay, so you can also say, although there was no activity in the city center in 2000, a new bike rental scheme has now been introduced.
Built.
Okay, what about the port? What do you see in the cars? Like in 2000, there were cars on the road, but now it is a pedestrian street only, which means only people can walk over there. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about the port? On the western side of the port, a new cinema has been built. Also, bars and clubs have been built on the eastern side of the port. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So it is necessary to mention western and eastern side.
It is, now, over here, they're not showing it to you, but normally in the map questions, they normally show you this. So when they're going to show you this, it would be a better idea to talk about the directions.
Yes, sir.
अगर आप अपने तौर पे, if you on your own look at some sample answers for map questions, most of the time, like for 90% of the questions, they give you this compass.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now I would be requiring Miss Saira to go to page 110 and tell me the answers for these. Exam skills 3. Miss Saira, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what would be another word for make bigger?
Enlarge.
Okay, another word?
Extend.
Another word?
Introduce.
Expand. Enlarge, expand, extend. What about take away? When you say something has been taken away, what would be a better word?
Cut down.
What else?
Pull down.
Good.
Gone.
Gone. It would
Remove.
be knock down, demolished.
Knock down. Remove.
Okay. What about add something new?
Build.
And
Introduce. Make it new.
Construct.
Add something.
Good. What about change into something else?
Convert. Transform. Turn into.
Okay.
Urbanize.
And
modernize.
Modernize. But those would be more towards general statements, right? Industrialize, modernize, transformed, urbanize.
Modernize, urbanize.
Now, if you look at the table, some of the words seem to be correct for two different columns, right?
Yes, sir.
So there's no hard and fast rule that you have to put it in that table, because there's going to be no table in which you would be required to do it. The purpose of all these things is that not to just use the word, it was removed. You could use the word knock down, you can use the word demolished, you can use the word pull down. So these words are going to take your score up for lexical resourcefulness. Got it?
Okay, sir.
It
Yes,
is
sir.
not, it is not only about knowing things, it's also about doing these things. When you look at them, you look at these words, you're going to see how in what different ways you can write down a sentence. You will yourself realize that now, yes, by not using this word and using this word, I believe that my writing seems to be a better one. You are the first one who knows how your writing is improving or not improving. Okay, let's move to exercise 2. Miss Saira, you are going to answer these questions for exercise 2 now.
Okay, sir. The city used to be green,
Hmm.
but it has become much more industrial.
Okay,
A new sports center has been constructed in
good.
the city center. The old stadium has been demolished and replaced by a new one.
Good.
Many significant changes have taken place in the city in the last 10 years.
Yes.
The old town hall has been knocked down and replaced by new flats. There used to be parks in the north of the city, but it has been replaced by a supermarket. The old houses were pulled down to make way for new apartments. There did not used to be many skyscrapers, but several has been built in the last few years. In the last 15 years, the city has changed considerably from a quiet market town into a much busier small city. The disused factory in the south of the city has been turned into a shopping mall.
Now, your command on very basic skills, like very basic grammar skills. When some people would write down has turned into or has been turned into, the difference between has turned into or has been turned into would take your score from 7 to 5.5. Just missing one word and missing it like 15 to 20 times in your report would take your score down by 1.5 to 2 band. That is the reason your basic English skills need to be perfect. They need to be impeccable for you to even attempt these questions. Okay, let's move on. Ms. Saira, you're going to move to the next page and you're going to
Sir,
write down,
sir, I have a question.
yes,
Can can we use word occur in the place of take place? Many significant changes occur in the city in the
yes, you
last
can.
10 years.
Many significant changes have occurred. Very good. Okay, Miss Saira, you're going to convert these verbs into nouns for me. The first one is demolished. They have given you the answer, which is demolition. I want you to convert all of these.
Okay, sir. Construction,
Okay,
building,
good.
open will be the same, open.
Would it be open or would it be opening?
Sir, open भी noun होता है.
No, एक तो होता है ना कि there is an open in the there is an open in the area, or you would say there is an opening in the area.
Opening.
Opening होगा ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue.
Knock down, knocking down,
Okay,
expand, expansion,
good,
conversion,
good,
introduction,
good.
replace, replacing,
Replacing or
extending,
replacing or replacement.
replacement,
Okay, next one.
extending,
Extension, maybe.
Extension.
extension,
Okay, next
cutting
one.
down,
Okay,
transformation,
okay,
industrialization,
okay.
election,
Yes.
modernization,
Mm-hmm.
urbanization,
Good.
redevelopment,
Yes.
pedestrianizement,
Pedestrianization.
enlargement, pedestrian,
Okay, it would be
enlargement,
pedestrianization, enlargement, and disappearance.
disappearment.
Okay. Can you do exercise 2 for me?
Yes, sir. Another strike. It is interesting to note that there has been a redevelopment of the port area.
Yes.
Number two, another striking change is the expansion of the university. Number
Okay.
three, a notable change has been the conversion of the old train station into a police station. Number
Mhm.
four, the whole city has experienced a significant modernization in the last 10 years. An
Yes.
interesting development has been the introduction of a bike rental scheme.
Mhm.
There didn't used to be a cinema or shops near the port, but the last few years have seen the building of new facilities in the port area.
Okay. Can you do exercise 3 now?
Yes, sir. Another striking change is a notable change has been the whole city has experienced a significant modernization.
An interesting development.
An interesting development has been
Mhm.
there their demand used to be the last few years have seen the building of
Okay. What else?
well done.
They demand or they didn't use to. It's a very simple one. Okay, let's move to the answer now. Can you read the answer for me?
The two maps show the main changes which have taken place in the town of Castellon between the year 2000 and today. In general, it appears that Castellon has become a much more modern city with far more shopping and transport facilities. One interesting change is that a new train line has been built to connect the university with the town center. In 2000, there wasn't any accommodation for students, but a hall of residence has been built near the university. Another striking change is that the old market in the west of the city has been knocked down to make way for new shops. A completely new covered market has also been built on the other side of town. If we look at the port area, it has been pedestrianized since 2000, and a range of entertainment facilities have been built, such as cinemas, bars, and clubs. The northeast of the city used to be a green area with lots of trees, but the trees have been cut down and a new shopping complex has been constructed. A final interesting development has been the introduction of a bike rental scheme in the city center.
Okay. Now, when you look at this vocabulary, the good thing about writing task 1 is that if you work on the vocabulary for one type of map, your vocabulary would be enhanced for every type of map question. When you are going to enhance your vocabulary for one type of process question, your vocabulary would be enhanced for every type of process question. This does not happen with writing task 2. For writing task 2 with different types of questions, with different types of, I would say, ideas, your vocabulary changes. But for writing task 1, if you do this thing, for instance, you guys were required to do it at your own. We have done it now. You'll read this thing again. You'll read it 3 to 4 times. And after reading the same thing 3 to 4 times, you will start realizing that the way you are writing down your answer would improve drastically. Do you guys believe now that after doing this, perhaps your map questions might be having better answers?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
it
sir.
surely will.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The same would happen with the map. The same would happen with the process. Now, when you will do it, you did it with me right now, you do it and you will just forget about it. And when you start attempting, you might write down in the very basic kind of level you were doing previously. Now, what you're supposed to do is whenever you are, I would be giving you some questions for homework. and I would be giving you the link of some websites from where you will read those questions, and you will also look at the sample answers, and you would be required to write those answers word by word. Just copy those answers. In that way, your I would say answers would improve dramatically. But what I want to tell you is that whenever you are going to now attempt writing task one question, you always have to keep these notes in front of you, because you will realize that by using these words, you will become habitual of using them. Some people would say that there was some changes, or now there were some changes in the building, or you could say there was an interesting development was the changes which occurred in the building. This is how your vocabulary will improve, and it will go from 6 band to 8, or from 5.5 to 7. Now I'm going to give all of you 5 minutes to have a look at the map which you can see with the skim bill. You have 5 minutes to write down all the changes which have occurred, and then I will be requiring Ms. Zanavali to tell me about all the changes which occurred. 5 minutes. Zanavali, are you fine? Shall we
Yes, sir.
continue? Please tell me all the
Yes, sir.
changes which have occurred.
So today, the trees are replaced with the apartments.
Okay.
Furthermore, the factory has been eliminated, and a new train station and software company has been introduced in the city center.
Okay.
A football stadium has been established, where the trees have been demolished in 2002, and instead a football stadium has been established. Moreover, a pub is introduced in between the football stadium and the trees.
Okay, good. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you would be talking about the changes, are you only going to use linking devices, or are you only going to use link devices, or are you also going to use complex sentences? Like, are you going to use all these relative to contrast, so you can easily use them? Move to the next page now. I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes. Go to page 113 now.
So
Are you
there is
there?
distortion in
Sorry.
there is some
Sir,
distortion in
kindly
your
repeat.
voice.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, I want you to go to the next page. page 113, there is a diagram. The diagram shows how bee makes honey and the stages in the production of honey. Summarize information by selecting and reporting the main features. Do you see it?
Yes, sir.
All of you have 5 minutes to have a look at this and write down your main points. I will ask one of you to tell me what really happened over here. 5 minutes. Okay, Mr. Ahmed Taha, please tell me what is happening in these diagrams.
So the first diagram illustrates the formation of honey in the beehive, and the second diagram shows that how honey is collected and packed and finally distributed.
Okay, so how is it produced? Okay, please tell me about the steps.
Yes, sir. Firstly, eggs are laid by queen bee in the honeycomb. After that, larva is produced after 3 days. Then larva becomes fully grown after a week. Bee leaves the hive after 3 more weeks. After that, nectar is gathered by bee from the flowers, and that flower nectar is put into the hives.
Very good.
And ultimately, honey is produced.
Okay, can you tell me about how it is produced?
Yes. Beekeeper removes the honeycomb from the hive. Uh, then the honey is extracted from the honeycomb machine.
Good.
Next stage is the cleaning of honey by boiling it.
Mm-hmm.
After that, honey is packed into the jars. The last step, uh, After that, it is sent to the distribution centers and finally finally sent into selling into the supermarkets.
Okay, finally it is sold. Move to the
Finally
next page
sold, yeah.
now. Good. So you also have to do this question and submit the answer on Billinesses. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Now, please have a look at the next page. I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes again to look at the changes which have occurred in the pictures illustrate the changes in ship's mouth between 1995 and 2010. I want you to talk about write down the changes, and I would require one of you to tell me what the changes were. Fine. You 5 minutes start now. Miss Bisma, you're going to tell me the changes. Miss Bisma Javed, are you there? Miss Saira?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you tell me about the changes?
Yes, sir. In 1995, Ship's Mouth has been was a peaceful and quiet city. Now, uh, now different buildings and skyscrapers have been built
Hmm.
in this city. In 2010, uh, a factory has been replaced by shopping center,
Okay,
which is situated on the west of the city center. Moreover, there are stations have been built on both sides of the city center.
very good.
Um, Furthermore, church has been replaced by pub. Houses which were located on the east of the city center are converted into skyscrapers.
Hmm.
Moreover, airport has been built on the southeast of the ship's mouth,
Very good.
and on the northwest of the ship's mouth, apartment blocks have been built, which has replaced the trees. Moreover, the road has been replaced for pedestrians only. A football stadium is also built
Is built,
on
has
the
been built.
has built
Has been built. Okay.
has been built
Okay. Very good.
on the east of the river.
So you're done with these. You have to submit these 4 questions. Let's start with speaking part 1, practice questions. I'll start with Miss Saira. Health. Are you careful about what you eat?
Yes, most of the time I look into the ingredients of the product which I gonna eat, and I am a very health conscious person. So I am a kind of choosy person. So I choose whatever I have to eat. I don't eat oily products. For example, I don't go for deep fry products like roast and products like that.
Okay.
I also don't like meat,
Okay.
so I don't.
Do you like to eat? Do you like to exercise regularly?
I like to exercise regularly, but unfortunately, I don't find enough time to exercise. Moreover, it's not natural. I'm a kind of lazy person, so I don't have enough time, or I tend to sleep more than exercise. So I just slept all day and night, and then don't
You just sleep
exercise.
day and night.
Yeah.
You said slept. You would say I love to sleep.
I'm sleeping I'm sleeping more than 15 hours a day
Oh,
nowadays.
that is very good. Do you eat much junk food?
Well, I usually don't eat junk food much, but my siblings do. They just ordered even at now 1 a.m. or at odd hours, and they go for the junk food anytime they find the chance to, and they every time they eat junk food, but I avoid it more often.
Okay. Are there any sports facilities where you live?
Um, Unfortunately, there are no much sports facilities for girls,
Not
but
many,
for
not much.
boys,
It will be not many.
not many for girls. But for boys, there are so many facilities. They can simply go out and play anywhere they want. Um, if we talk about some developed and some uh, organized activities, then there is a stadium in close vicinity of my house, and my both brothers went there, and they played football before the corona pandemic. But since since the corona pandemic, they never had gone there, and
Okay.
they just practiced.
Very good. Let's move to the next person, Mr. Ahmed Taha. Books and films. Do you like to read books?
Uh, Actually, I don't like to read books because I don't have enough time to do so. I stay busy all the day in my office, and especially in Ramzan, I don't get enough time to even to spend, to given to even time to spend on myself. So in my leisure time, want to spend time with my family rather than reading books.
How often do you go to the cinema?
Actually, as told you earlier, that I'm not fond of watching cinema. So I prefer to watch movies at my home with my family. But
Okay,
I
if you ever get a chance, like, would you like to read a book or watch films?
I would love to watch a film because I found book very boring and banal. So I would surely go to a cinema to enjoy with my movie with my friends.
Okay, do you read e-books, like electronic
Sorry.
form? Do you read e-books?
Yes, the books I have, although I have read very less books, all those books are were
You wouldn't
e-books.
say
I
less
don't
books, you would say few books.
few books, yeah, few books. Those all those books were e-books because I don't have physical books available in my possession. So I prefer to read e-books because they are easy to access and they are available anytime on my laptop or phone.
Okay. And what kind of films do you like to watch?
I love to watch action and scientific documentary type movies in which there are some which films are based on some conspiracy theories like Big Bang Theory, black hole, and some time machine. This kind of stuff is in my wish list or my like list. Like,
Okay, very good. Let's move to the next person. Miss Asma, it's your turn. Do you live in a house or in an apartment?
Well, I live in a house because in my country, most of the people live in a house. The apartment is not this much common. So we mostly live in the house, and my house is very big, and it contains almost 6 rooms. And I live in my separate room in which I usually study, and I do the rest of my work. And nowadays, like due to this pandemic, uh, COVID-19 pandemic, mostly people are spending their time at home, and
Okay,
I am doing my research. Yes.
which rooms do you like the most in your house?
I like my own room because I can stay here for many hours. I whatever whenever I like, because and I like to stay here because I have my laptop, I have my books in my room, and I used to study them and as I am doing a research nowadays, so I mostly stay in my room and I do a lot of research on the new on
Anything?
the internet.
Is there anything you would like to change about your house?
Yes, I would like to change my drawing room because I think it is now it has become very old fashioned, and I would like to change my on all the drawings and all the sofas which are being present over here. So I would like to change them because I love a modern type of room. So that's why I would like to change my drawing room, and this is it.
Okay. Do you plan to live here in the future or would you like to live in another place?
Right now I am planning to get my PhD or master's degree in some foreign country. So I would be going to some foreign country. That's why I am doing this course. So that this because I want to go there to get a higher education, and after getting the higher education, I will be coming back to my country to serve my country. And I have no plan to spend there for whole my life. So I will come
Okay.
back to my home country.
So what facilities are there in your house?
Well, for me, and there are almost every facility that has been given to us from my parents, and we have been given with each and every basic facility that we need for ourselves. Like we have a kitchen, we can go and eat anything we want. We have a car facility, we can go anywhere we want to, and at any time there's no restriction on us. So we enjoy a lot of things about our home and about our parents because they have given us this much opportunity to have fun in our life, as well as we are taking this as opportunity to, and we are making the best of time so that we can also make them proud of ourselves that they have given us this much opportunities, and we can also give them some reward as well so that they can be happy with us as well.
Very good. Is Miss Bisma here? think she's not replying. So she's not able to. In Mr. Athar Emani, your turn. Shopping.
Yes, sir.
Are there many shops? Are there many shops where you live?
Yes, sir. Actually, it is the main road of the Firozpur road of the Lahore. So there are a lot of you can say markets as well as shops where you can buy every basic thing of your daily life or daily routine.
Okay. Do you like shopping?
Uh, Not so much because I like to stay home, and my mostly shopping have been done by my brothers. They also know that I don't like to go for shopping, so I just told them the color and the because we have same size of bodies, so that's why whatever they buy, I just take them from myself.
Okay. How often do you buy something in a shop?
So it's a repeat the question.
How often do you go for shopping?
Uh, you can s- uh, you can say that one or two time in a last in a 6 month, because I also have a daily routine according regarding my job. Actually, most of the time, most of my time spent on my job. You can say that I have to support my clients of my organization in IT support. So that's why I mostly spend my time and couldn't go
Okay.
for.
What's your favorite place for shopping?
Uh, Mostly a big malls, like you can say Packages Mall, which is also near to my home, and easily we can go there and find everything which I have to buy from that mall.
Okay. Have you ever bought something online?
No, never. Actually, my most of friends buy online stuff, but they don't have any good experience. So by their remarks, I feel that I shouldn't go for that online shopping.
Okay. Do you think men and women have different opinions for shopping?
Yes, of course. Women have
Not
more
women.
good.
Women.
Of course, women have a great taste in colors and also their choice as compared to men, because men mostly uh, consider red as a red and pink as a pink, but women know that what kind of red color is this or what kind of pink color is this. You can say that women already have a great instinct of recognition of colors.
Okay, Mr. Athar, do you feel that your speaking has improved?
Yes, sir.
Today I'm feeling it. It is very good. Your fluency, the way you were giving information, the kind of comfort with which you were speaking, it is very good. Okay, let's talk about celebrities with Ms. Zainab Ali.
Yes, sir.
Who is your favorite celebrity in your country? Ms. Zainab Ali, are you there?
Yes, sir. Sorry, my net just got disrupted.
Okay. Who is your favorite celebrity in your country?
Well, there are many celebrities, and we are very. Everyone is fond of their own celebrities, but the most celebrities I'm very celebrity I follow more is Adnan Siddiqui because of his own fashion and his own way of living, and he has a very
I
wide
did not
range of
get the name.
personality.
What name did you give?
Adnan Siddiqui,
Okay.
a Pakistani celebrity.
Okay. How do celebrities influence their fans in your country?
Well, just celebrities influence in a wide range, or they have a wide range of enhancement in your country. For example, the advertisement that they show, the products that they show, is surely enhances a buyer or a customer, because the celebrities that are being that are being that are showing us the product online, or or we are chasing the TV. We are surely enhanced by it, because or one of our favorite celebrity is promoting that. So and we assume that that product is really good, or that is the best seller product. So we go for it because of why we go for it, just because that our celebrity is promoting that, but we don't know if we don't know how the product is and how much it is costly, or is it advantage, it has advantage or disadvantage. So we just go over a celebrity and we are influenced by with the celebrity that we follow, and that makes us more into buying that product.
Okay, would you like to be a celebrity?
No, I don't. I'm not into making a celebrity, because every person has its own personality, and every person has its own way of thinking and liking and disliking. So there's no much a big issue of being a celebrity, and being liked by person, having much more fans. Because if you have a better personality, people will be inspired by you as the way you are. So it's not it's fundamental to be a celebrity, to uh, be appreciated by a person, or be liked by a person. You don't need to be a celebrity to be good, or be a very huge person in your life,
Okay, do you think we
or be
should protect?
successful in your life. You
Okay,
can be successful.
do you think we should protect famous people's privacy?
Yes, of course we should respect famous people's friend, because they also have their own life, they also have their personal space, as we all have our personal space, they also have their personal life. So we should not get into their personal space, and we should let everyone live their own life according to their own rules and regularity. We the thing they show us, we should appreciate them, but only to at a limit. We should not cross our limit, because they are people who cross their limits, and they get into their personal into the personal life of their fans or celebrities. But that's completely wrong, and we should change this, and we need to eradicate this behavior from our society, even our country.
Very good. So tomorrow I would be conducting the speaking exam of 4 students. It's going to be Miss Saira, Miss Zainab Ali, Miss Bisma, and Miss Asma. It's going to be from 3 to 4, right? I would be giving
Okay,
you
sir.
these time slots. I
Okay,
would
sir.
write down the names. Please write down your names over there. Today I call you Miss Zainab Ali, but I believe you
Sir, I saw your message very late.
later. Okay. So the other thing is you have to submit these 4 answers for writing task 1, 2 process questions, and 2 questions which are going to be related to maps. So these 4 things are going to be homework. Please do your listening and reading exams from the book which has been uploaded. And I would also be giving you more
Okay, sir.
vocabulary quizzes. Okay. Now, Mr. Athar Rahmani, I'm going to conduct your
Okay.
exam right after the class. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you. See you guys now. I'll be talking to
Okay, sir.
4 of you tomorrow and the others on Monday. I would also be assigning some homework, so please do it and tell me your scores for the listening and the reading exams. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Khuda
sir.
Allah
Hafiz.
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.